Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. This is Lynn, and I just wanted to come in and say thanks to all my subscribers for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate you guys, and I thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Today, I just wanted to come in and just talk a little bit about some of the things I've been going through so far this year. Not so much about what I'm going through, what everyone who is a caregiver, caretaker may be going through. It's that time of the year where so many plans we have to make and things we have to get together. And I am the primary cook in my home, and with my family, I'm the primary person that does the cooking and cleaning. And I'm also a caregiver of an adult. My daughter is 31 years old. Her name is Karen. And for the last since March of this year, Karen was no longer going to her daycare facility. So I just want to let everybody know it's kind of hard now to get everybody situated back to where they need to be. But Karen was going to the ARC, so she's no longer attending the ARC. When I went back in to try and get her placed back to her school, they kept telling me that I needed to put put her on the waiting list. Well, Karen has been on the waiting list for around 2 months, 3 months. And I still hadn't heard anything from anyone. So I continued to call and check to see exactly what was going on. And they just kept giving me the brush off about her going back to her, coming back to the school. So I reached out to her support coordinator and wanted to know, was there anything that she could do to help me so that Karen could get out more and be more sufficient and spend some time with someone else besides me, because being the caregiver, it's a lot of time taken out of your schedule to take care of your child, or I always say child, she's not a child, but she's an adult. Okay, so a lot of times we who have kids that are special needs take a lot of time out of our schedule, and lately I've been finding myself a little tired and a little stressed. So I just wanted to come on and let everyone know, please make sure you're doing your self-help things, which means me too, because a lot of times I'm doing and cooking and cleaning and taking care of my home, decorating, getting ready for the holiday, getting ready to prepare the meal. And it's a lot we are stressing about that are caregivers, and then we don't have the appropriate help we need to help us get everybody kind of back lined up. And what is going on with me, I'm trying to get Karen lined up to go back to school, but unfortunately she's not able to go back now, and they're limited, I guess, the students there. And then Karen is very verbal, so Karen can tell me like what's going on at the school, and I feel like that may have a part to do with it, because when they're verbal, they really don't like for them to tell you exactly what's going on at the school, but I want her with her peers so that she can go and spend time with peers that are just like her, and spend time and get to know them. And they have their life, separate life from ours. But it's been kind of stressful for me, because since March of this year, she's been home with me. And it's been a lot for me. I've been trying to come up with things for us to do, how we go out, how we spend time together, and the energy, trying to keep the energy positive in the home with an adult special needs child. An adult special needs person. It is not easy. It's hard. It's a challenge. And even for those who have kids that are special needs right now, it's kind of tough for us, because once we get them on like a routine, and then the routine is broken, we have to try to put them back on a routine. And with Karen, if she's not on a routine, it begins to get a little stressful for me. And I'm just saying, this time of the year is kind of hard. And then also for the people who have lost a loved one this year. So it's double hard this Christmas for me. I lost my mom earlier this year, and I'm trying to cope with dealing with that. And I'm also trying to cope with taking care of my special needs child, adult. And people look at me when I say child, because sometimes she has childlike behavior. She's in an adult body, but she has childlike behavior sometimes, and it's a lot to deal with. So I'm just trying to come in and let everyone know, be mindful of your friends that have kids that are different or special needs. See if you can reach out to them and see if you can do something to help them. Just give them a call and, see if you can drop by or spend a little time with that child to help them. And then if they're like me, they're kind of protective. So we're a little different about who takes our children out. But just if you're in the store, and like I've been in the store lately, I see a lot of parents with their special needs children out. They're shopping, they're doing things with them. And just make sure if you see someone that's struggling a little bit with their child, just know it's not the parent trying to be rough with the child or mean. It's just that it's kind of hard to go out in the public with the kids that have issues, and we have to deal with those issues while we're out in the public. So if you have someone who has a child that's autistic, and someone that has a child with special needs, Down syndrome, anything like that, sometimes they may act out when they go in public. But just don't stare at the parents, because the parents, we as parents of special needs kids, our special needs adults, we're doing the best we know how to do for those children. And it's double rough on us because people are always looking and watching us, and sometimes they don't know how to perceive the situation. So with me, because I've been seeing a lot of parents out lately with their special needs kids, I just smile and shake my head and let them know it's okay. The special needs kids will have their days. Autistic kids will have their days. Down syndrome kids will have their days. These children are a little different than other children, so we have to be mindful of that and mindful of knowing how that parent may feel as they're out in the public dealing with their child and dealing with the way society looks at them, because sometimes society frowns on us. I was in a store one day and a lady in front of me, just recently, since I've been doing my Christmas shopping, and she was trying to calm the little girl down, and I was like, she couldn't calm her down, so the dad had to take the little girl outside, and then she was screaming to the top of her lungs, and I was like, Dad, it's gonna be okay. It's okay. And he took her out, and he just shook his head at me, because they can feel the stress of other people. They can feel other people's energy, so they know. And they're aware of some things, not always. But just know that just saying that you have a special needs adult or child is a very hard thing for us. And this time of the year, it weighs on us, because like with my daughter, it's Christmas time, and although she's 31, my daughter expects to give Christmas gifts every year. So by now, she probably has everything. She has the tablet. She had the phone. I've taken the phone away from her, like I expressed to in my other video. I had to take her phone from her because she was contacting people that I didn't want her to contact and be around, because they weren't a positive figure for her. So also, parents, if you have special needs kids or special needs adults, be mindful of the cell phones that they're using, because people are contacting them. And just like the young lady went up to Georgia, I think, and ended up in Alabama. So we just, as parents, we got to be very careful and mindful and watchful. And for those parents that are out there that have a special needs child, or adult or person, or you're a caregiver of a parent, or you're just taking care of someone, make sure you're taking out time for yourself. And that means me too, because I don't really take a lot of time out for myself. But I was blessed that Karen does have a young lady that's coming twice a week to get her out the house for maybe 4 hours. But I thank God for that time. But I just want to say, sometimes the system fails us in a lot of ways, because as our special needs children are as they're growing into being adults, they start to lose a lot of their benefits and things that will be helpful for them and helpful for the parent. So, I just want to let you guys know it's okay if you have a doctor's appointment, you have to take your child or your adult special needs person to the doctor and things of that nature. It's okay. Just make sure you're taking some time out for yourself. Make sure you're doing something for yourself. As for me, sometimes I just sit in my car and just go by the water, and I sit in the car and just take 20-30 minutes to myself. Or either I'll go in the car and just ride and go to for me, calming is, everybody has things that trigger and calm them. For me, it's if I go in a store and just walk around and look at things, sometimes just window shop. And also the thing for me, sometimes I could just get a small bite to eat and sit by the water and just look out. But I just want everybody to know it's gonna be Thanksgiving. And as we try to get ready for Thanksgiving and our holidays, we need to make sure we are being mindful of everyone and being mindful of those who have lost loved ones, and be mindful of those who are caregivers, and be mindful of our neighbors that are aging. Just continue to pray for them or help them in any way that you can. And I just want to say, make sure you're doing some self-help things for yourself, taking care of yourself. If you are the primary person in your home that does mostly everything, make sure you're taking some time out for yourself. So I just wanted to come in and say, take time out for yourself. Be mindful of your friends and neighbors, and just be blessed on this holiday coming up. Karen and I have been getting ready, and I'm losing my voice a little bit because I have a slight cold, and Karen has a cold. That's why she's not on with me today. But she's got a little cold, and I have a little cold. So I just wanted to come on and let you guys know we're still getting ready for Thanksgiving. We have just about everything, and we are also doing some of our Christmas decorations. We weren't going to do them until after Thanksgiving, but it'll be kind of a rush for us, so we decided to go ahead and start making our bowls, decorating a few things. And the next video you'll see will probably be Karen and I starting our decoration, cleaning a little bit, and trying to get everything in order for the holiday. I just want to say thanks very much to all my subscribers. Make sure you're like and sharing my video. Make sure you also hit that notification bell so that every time I upload a video that you will receive notification. And I just wanted to say thanks to everyone, and make sure you're taking care of yourself, and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.